Okay, here we go. We'll start with our formal salute. So feet together, right hand makes a fist, left hand is open, and you cover the fist with the palm. You bring it forward like we're sharing our heart together, and then you circle back like you're drawing all that connection into your heart. Feet shoulder width. We practice the Qi awakening exercises. Hands to your dantian. You're going to inhale up and connect with the sky. Exhale, gathering energy into that center of power in your lower belly. So inhale. Think of the qualities of the sky: expansiveness, spaciousness, like you could gather that in and feed yourself with it in the center of gravity. Inhale into your center of power. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Okay, rooting. Imagine your feet turn into tree roots that grow down into the earth. And as you inhale, draw that earth energy up into the body. And then again, you're going to feed it down into that lower tummy center with your intention. So as you inhale, the qualities of the earth: stability, groundedness, and then like you could pour them into that lower belly, like a little ball of light in there forming. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 more time, feeling all of that support from the earth flooding into your body. And then funneling it into that lower belly center. Now we open the heart. So palms up and you inhale, imagine heaven and earth meeting in your heart. Hold the breath, let the heart expand, and as you exhale, radiate out in every direction. Like you're creating a blessing wave from the heart. So as you inhale, heaven and earth meet and combine in the heart, expand the heart, and then radiate open. Inhale. Light up a sense of compassion for yourself, for others, and like you could radiate that out like a blessing into the world. 2 more times. And 1 more time. And relax down. Okay, let me let these kids in who are joining us. All right, so let's get started with our warm-ups. Find your hands, and we're going to shake out our hands. Because just like any good meeting, you should start by shaking hands. And as we do this, we're going to do the inner smile Qigong. If you want to deep dive in that, you should take my alchemical immersion, which is free and online, and I'll even put up a link later. So we're going to smile to these areas of the body that we're moving. And then take the movement into your elbows and bring your smile into your elbows. It's a great chance to love and appreciate yourself. And let me just mute these guys. You keep shaking. Should be mute on arrival, but apparently that didn't happen. All right, very cool. Okay, now bring it into your shoulders. Smile into your shoulders. Loosening up any stagnation, any tensions you brought with you from the whole week that may have just given way. It's time to loosen them up. Make a fresh slate. Okay, now come forward like a gorilla. And you can smile into this heart chakra area and the upper back. Let it loosen up, let it drain out your arms. Okay, and then go backwards like Jim Morrison. Wow. You are the Lizard King. You can do anything. That can be your affirmation today if you need to. Okay, go forward again like another gorilla. And go backward again like another Jim Morrison. Okay, put your hands on your tummy and bounce in and take that inner smile to your tummy. Okay, pick up one leg. If you need to, you can hang on to something so that this is easy for you, or just stand in place, and you're going to shake out that leg. Bring your smile to your hip. And then to your knee, and we're kind of emphasizing as we put our attention there, that area moves a little more to your ankle. And then the bottom of the foot opens up and like you can just shake out tension like a big salt shaker, releasing that tension into the earth as a compost. Other side, pick it up, grab onto something if you need to, smile to that hip, releasing the hip, releasing the knee, releasing the ankle. You can be free. Open up that foot chakra and shake out the compost. You don't need compost in your aura. Come on, let it go into the earth. The earth wants it. You don't need it. All right, now we twist. Here we go. I'm letting my heel come up because I don't want to teach you all the special stuff you're supposed to think about with your knees to keep your knees healthy. So just pick your heel up and it lets your leg twist very freely and naturally. So we're just getting a nice twist on your spine, and now you can smile to your spine. We're doing an inner smile in motion. You can smile to your inner organs. You're squeezing your livers and your spleens and your intestines, and you're tapping your kidneys with your hands. Smile to it all. Be grateful for it. Give it a little blessing with your intention. Okay, now open your hand and you're going to give yourself a pat on the back because you did so good getting here on time. Give yourself a pat on the back. And at the same time, you're going to turn your head and look, stretch your eyeballs back. What's back there? Stretch those eyeballs. This really helps to release the spine when we turn our eyes in the same way our head is going. And we're tapping the action points that help to break up and release tension from the shoulder and the neck. Good. Okay, now we're going to change our twist a little bit. So what you're going to do, we have been lifting up our heel. Now you're going to lift up your toes. So just try that. Lift up your toes, lift up your toes, lift up your toes. And if your arms are swinging like a rag doll, then they'll be gently whacking you on the bum because you already gave yourself a pat on the back. You don't want to get too prideful. So give yourself a swat on the bum. And if you can, you're going to look around behind you and try to look at your opposite heel. So don't try too hard. Don't upset your balance. This is all easy breezy. Let's see what you can do. And this is going to bring our smile into that lower back, into those hips, allowing energy to travel downward in the body to keep us grounded. Yeah. All right. Slowly come to a pause. Come to the center. We do a three-way stretch. Now be careful with this. If you have any problem with your lower back, do this really lightly. See how it goes for you. So you're going to inhale up. You exhale, bend forward. You can bend your knees, no problem. Inhale, lean back. And then you're going to pull in with this sound. Hi. Okay, here we go again. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale in. Hi. One more time. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale in. Hi. Feet shoulder width. We do pulling down the heavens 3 times with a sigh. Inhale up. Exhale with a ha sound. Sighing down like you can just clear any last vestiges of tension from the body. Once more. And then you rest in the Wuji posture. That just means the neutral posture. So just find a standing position you can rest in. And notice, feel into your body. Feel into your breath. Feel into your mind. Traditionally, they say as we loosen up patterns in the energetic body, we gain the ability to just notice, just to be in that witnessing, spacious awareness. So we apply that for a moment, just noticing what we feel. and relax. So here we go. We are going to the main Qigong that we're going to work on in the Qigong section of class is the basic 6 healing sounds Qigong. So then in traditional Chinese medicine and Taoism, there are 5 important organs in your body. And this is a breath, light, and sound meditation. Now, one of the things for you evidence-based aficionados is that when you breathe out with long exhales, it tunes your vagus nerve, the like fight or flight nerve in the middle of your body. It tunes it down out of fight or flight and in toward a more rest and digest mode. So in one way, these are working because we're breathing long exhales, but then we're adding in these different sound expressions, which are kind of like releasing tensions through the day. Like if there was a moment when you got frustrated and you're like, shh, but you weren't allowed to say that out loud. Now we're making these sounds and the body is able to drop these tensions off. So let's get into it without any more explanation. We're going to try it. So the first one is for your lungs. And you're going to inhale and imagine a white light filling your lungs, like you're pouring white light into your lungs. Then you bring the hands up and you make this S sound. And then you just drop down. So again, inhale and imagine a white light fills your lungs. Exhale with this S. And then you drop down. Inhale that white chi, white light. Exhale like you're vibrating the lungs. And just imagine you're dropping any of the tension released from that area of the body down into the earth. Compost. Inhale. And release. And one more. And release. Okay, the second one is for your kidneys. You're going to bring your feet kind of close together and you put your hands on your knees so that my back is rounded. This is not a twerking exercise. You want your back a little bit rounded. As you inhale, you're going to imagine a blue light fills your kidneys and you're trying to inflate your kidneys in the back. So you inhale a blue energy. You exhale with this sound, chue. So it sounds like choo. Kind of like you breathe out if you get stressed. So inhale that blue light. And that sound like it's been a long day. Choo. What a hard day. Choo. Okay, inhale that blue chi. Inflate the lower back, exhale with the sound. Like you're just blowing out that tension down into the earth. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Stack that spine back up. Now we keep the feet close together. Interlace your hands and bring them up above the head. You're going to bend to your left. This is my left. You're going to bend to your left to open the right side of the body where your liver is. So you inhale and imagine a green light filling your liver. You exhale it with a shoo sound, like hushing somebody. So it goes shh. Your lips are making the ooh and your face is making the shush. So inhale green, exhale with the sound. Shh. Inhale green. Shh. 2 more times. Shh. One more time. Shh. Inhale up. Exhale down, and again, like you're releasing tension down into the earth as a compost. Separate your feet. Now we go to the heart. You're going to inhale a red if you need to get more excited, or a pink if you don't need to get more excited, into your heart. You exhale with the ha sound. Imagine you're releasing tensions from the heart, and then just like before, you drop that down into the earth. So inhale that red or pink, use your intuition, pick which one feels best for you. Exhale, hide out. Like the heart expands, like the sound gives it a little massage from the inside. Release, inhale and gather. Release, 2 more times. Release like it goes to nourish the earth. 1 more time. Let go, let go. Feel as if your heart is now just open and soft. 2 more sounds to go. Feet together, close together. They can be a little bit apart. Interlace. And just like we already bent to the left, now you're going to bend to your right to open the side where your spleen and pancreas are. So underneath the left rib cage, you're going to inhale and imagine a golden light filling this up. Exhale with a whoo sound, these whispered sounds. So bending to the right. Inhale, imagine golden light fills that spleen and pancreas. Exhale, whoo sound. And 1 more time. Inhale it up. Exhale through the mouth, release. Again, like just dropping out any tension that's been freed up and released through the exercise. Last one, feet shoulder width. This is called the triple heater sound. We can describe what that means more later, but just think of vibrating the whole body, and the sound is he. So here we go. We inhale and you reach up. You exhale with this whispered he sound. You can feel like it's just kind of like raking through your energy body, releasing anything that doesn't belong there. Two more times. And one more time. And relax again in the Wuji posture. Just standing in neutral and noticing. And this time you might even have a sense of kind of comparing, discerning. Does my body feel different after this practice than it did when I checked before? Does my breath feel different? Does my mind feel different? What changes have taken place? And then if you wish, try to hold the body, the breath, and the mind in your awareness at the same time. Good, then take a deep breath. Exhale, and we'll finish that quick mindfulness meditation. All right, so we are going to do some Tai Chi, and I tend nowadays, especially in a class like this online, it can be difficult to teach Tai Chi, so I tend to focus on the Taiji Ball Qigong, which is kind of where Tai Chi comes from. It's this sense that the movements are all rolling, and you can really see, oh, wow, you're rolling a ball this whole time. So we'll do some of the warm-ups from that. And this, I would love to let you know that even if you don't ever learn a form or memorize any of this stuff, if you take with you some of these Taiji Ball movements, then you'll be getting what most of us are coming to Tai Chi for. We're coming for this smooth, slow motion, like epic meditative movement practice. And you actually don't need to learn a complicated string of choreography in order to do that, but you can. So there should be something for everyone. Advertise me to your friends. So here we go. Let's do some Taiji Ball Qigong. And the first one that we're going to do is you're going to make your hands like you're holding a ball that's about the size of your torso, right? So here's about the level of my collarbones. Here's about the level of my pubic bone, somewhere in there roughly. And what we're going to do is, excuse me, you're going to inhale and you're going to bring this ball so that your hands are on the two sides of it. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring the ball so that the hands are on top and bottom. And then we switch, we inhale to the two sides. And we exhale to top and bottom. Inhale to the two sides. And exhale to the top and bottom. Now, once you get this with your hands and your breath coordinated, inhaling to two sides, exhaling to top and bottom, try to switch back into that mindful mode and just feel what's happening in my body, my breath, and my mind. For those who are kind of sensitive, you'll feel as if like your whole body is responding, or like an energy field around you moves with these movements. This is, according to Taoist tradition, this is what makes Tai Chi such a powerful spiritual and healing art. So going with your own breath, as the breath slows and we coordinate the body, you'll find the mind getting calm and quiet. Let's do one more time. Okay, so come to this position, one hand on top of the ball, one hand on the bottom, and we'll go into the next one, which is kind of a modified rolling of this ball. So my bottom hand, whatever that is for you, for me, this is my right, is going to roll up, and my top hand is going to roll behind it. So can you see how I'm still, as if I don't have a prop in here to be a ball, but as if I had a ball in my hand, I'm just rolling it forward like that. Okay, and then from there, now I'm going to switch. Oh, look at that. I'm in the opposite position. So now my right hand is on top, my left hand is on the bottom. So I roll the ball until I'm in the opposite position. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just for fun, let's do dragon rolls the pearl. So now, without coordinating the breath, you can just roll this ball like you're rolling it backward in space. And you could make this a tiny ball. Oh, the dragon with the pearl. Ah. Or you could make it really big. How in the world will you roll this ball? Whatever works for you, my dear. And let's even try, as we are rolling the pearl, let's put one foot forward. So now we'll get our stance work in a little bit. And for fun, to get this kind of shamanic intuitive flavor, just shift your weight whenever you want to. So like I could do 3 on my back leg, 1 on my front leg. I could stay on the front and twist side to side. So we've got this basic movement going on our hands, and we're going to play with shifting the weight, turning the waist. You could even do the ball movement really slowly with the shift of the weight. And if you did so, you would be reinventing some of the classic Tai Chi movements. It's really quite fun. Okay, when you're ready, bring your other foot forward. However you want to get there. It could be smooth and graceful or clunky and whatever you got. I did halfway in between. And we're just playing with dragon, plays with the pearl. Get your tiny pearl. You can get your big pearl. And how does your body have to change to accommodate these different types of pearl? Good. Now slow that down until it pauses. And then begin to roll the pearl in the opposite direction. So where my hands were rolling backward before, now my hands are going to roll forward. And again, you could make this a big rolling pearl if you wanted to. Or you can make it a little guy. You could shift on every turn. You could stay somewhere for, ooh, with my robe on, I feel like a little wizard with this pearl. So play with it and have fun. One of the things that we may lose sometimes in our Qigong, in our spiritual, mystical, meditative pursuits, is the fact that inner smile is the primary meditation. It's supposed to be fun and relaxing. We get caught up on like all the shoulds and the wherefores and the whatevers. When you relax, you lose the fixed sense of ego, softens your mind to a greater state of openness. And this is where all of the meditative attainments come from. Okay, finishing that one up. And then you're just going to place your hands on a cloud, bring your feet back together, and let that cloud settle down. Back into that center of power in your lower tummy. Okay, let's take, from this shoulder width stance, let's take your, why don't you mirror me, I think, the way I'll show up on your screen. This is my right foot, but I'm assuming it's your left foot if you mirror me. And just turn that one out a little bit. And turn this left one in a little bit. So now you'll have a stance, and this stance is not actually facing that way. It's facing like toward this corner because we want a little room for our hips to be open. I don't want to be on this tight rope. I kind of want to have a little space in between my feet. So we're going to do another of these Taiji Ball. This is a very classic Taoist Qigong. It's one of my favorite Qigongs, and it's also in your Taiji forms. So we're going to take that ball. Get your ball, please, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlethems. And what we're going to do is you're going to take, so this will be your left hand if you're mirroring me. That's in front. And I'm going to push the ball forward and slightly up to my corner. And then I'm going to pull the ball downward and back toward my hip. So my front hand is leading and up to the corner. And then my back hand is leading and down toward its hip. I exhale when I come up into the corner. And I inhale and I come back down and toward the hip. Shift your weight forward and turn the waist to get that ball to move. Shift the weight backwards and turn the waist to get that ball to move. Exhaling forward and inhaling back. Exhaling forward and inhaling back. Exhaling forward and inhaling back. One more time, exhaling forward and inhaling back. Turn your feet back to the front, hands on the cloud. Settle the chi down into that center of power. Let's do it on the other side. Turn your right foot out this time, and your left foot turns in a little bit, and I'm facing toward this corner. My hips are nice and open, but I've definitely got a forward orientation. Find your ball. And now my left hand should be your right hand. Whatever the front leg is, that's the hand that's going to lead. It's not going to be backhand leading. Look how weird I look. Don't look weird like that. Ooh, look how cool I look. Look cool like that. So forward. And then I pull the ball, and now my backhand is leading toward its hip. My right hand's going toward my right hip. Exhale forward. And inhale back. Now you already learned this on the other side, so it's probably a little easier to pick up. And once the body and breath become natural, try to feel your whole body at the same time. This is going to cue you into that energetic level they say traditionally that this is working on. Let's do 2 more times. So just chasing that ball forward into the corner, down into the waist, forward into the corner, shifting the weight. One more set. Forward, shifting forward, and backward, shifting backward. Let's bring our feet back. Let's put our hands on the cloud and sink down to that lower tummy center. Let's pull down the heavens, inhale. Exhale with a sigh, just to kind of clear and reset. Okay, well, we're at the end of class, aren't we? So we're gonna do our formal postures to finish. I'll take questions, I'll advertise at you, and then we'll get out of here. So this is 3 breaths to seal the chi. Palms up. You're gonna inhale and dip into the earth. Connect with the sky, like it's making like an elixir of light, and then sigh it down, like you're just releasing any leftover tension or any trances that you went into that's now time to transition from. You release, release, release. Again, inhale, dip into the earth, connect with the heavens, and now like you're pouring it through your body, just filling up any deficiencies that didn't get filled up through your practice. And the last one, inhale, dip into the earth, connect with the sky, and like you're forming an egg of light, like a ball of luminous energy around you that reestablishes your boundaries after doing this meditative work so that you can go about interaction or conversation as necessary. Feet together, right hand makes a fist, left hand open. Cover the fist with a palm and we share the heart, and then circling back, bringing in all of that nectar of shared heartedness.